France and America have had a strong relationship for centuries, historically, artistically, and professionally. Along with their creative collaborations to put together the Statue of Liberty, they also have matching metropolitan gates. These gates, which are seen all over Paris, were the inspiration for this sculpture in Washington, which is identical to those seen in France. In 2007, France's President Sarkozy stated, "Together, let us be worthy of their example. Let us be equal to their ambition. Let us be true to their memories. Long live the United States of America. Vive la France. Long live French-American friendship." The French Club began in 1940 under the leadership of Principal John M. Avent. The goal of this club was to learn more about France and French history, culture, and its contributions to civilization. This club later expanded into the foreign exchange. Today, Curtis High School goes to France via the foreign exchange program with the same goal in mind. Not only do we learn about the culture, but we create great relationships along the way.
Well, the principal had called me in, Mr. Schulich at the time, and he asked me if I would head the foreign exchange.
I became involved with the foreign exchange program in the late 80s, early 90s, and I'm minding my own business, walking through the halls of Curtis. Rosemary father came up to me and said, "How would you like to go to France?" And I was with a group of exchange students. And my initial response was, "No, I don't want to do that."
Brought us closer together as members of a school community, and brought us closer together with our French friends.
It's just a fantastic experience.
It's a good experience.
France was fun. It was definitely a really good experience.
I really enjoyed traveling to France.
I went to France because my mother had actually attended Curtis when she was my age, and she told me if I go to Curtis, I should really do the foreign exchange program because it's a good experience.
She went with me. I love your mother. I do. She's a
2 weeks with Mr. Scarpelli. He was my social studies teacher at the time. I went to France. I stayed in Reims with a lovely young lady named Genevieve. Now, to be able to give my daughter the opportunity to go to France and all of these foreign countries, I think is a really good learning experience. I think it's a good growing and building experience, and I think that this is something that will benefit her in her life. And
Dear Leonora, sorry I haven't written for a long time, but I've been very busy lately. My travel by plane was fine. I had school on Monday, but I was so tired that I didn't go. I went to school on Tuesday, and I could tell to all my friends my travel. New York was wonderful. Manhattan, Washington, America, etc. And you, of course. It was a little difficult to live in France again since the methods of living are very different. If I'd stayed more time in America, I could live as a real American perhaps. My photos are nice, and they make me think about my remembers of the travel. When you'll come in France, I will see it to you. I have my new house, and it's very nice. Fortunately, as I haven't any choice. If it would be bad, I would have to stay in it. So I'm happy. It's a good period for me because it's a month's time. It's Christmas. It's all the family. You have presents. You eat a lot of good things. I like it very much. And you like it? I hope. But I would like to have some answers of you. You're fine, your family, school, your friends. I hope that you'll write me a long letter for Christmas. It will be your present for it. I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon and from your family. Love, Virginie.
The Foreign Exchange Program is a program that allows students from Curtis High School to go to France, Italy, and Spain. First, the students from Europe come here and spend approximately 2 weeks with us in the fall, and then in the springtime we go to either France, Italy, or Spain and spend time with their families there. It's a great cultural and educational experience that allows students to form friendships that they can cultivate through the years.
Because of the foreign exchange, we made all these friends, and one of the friends had a condo in Nice, and I said I'll rent it in the summer and bring a whole bunch of teachers over. And so many teachers in Curtis have come and visited Nice and France as a result of this exchange.
Actually, I think the students establish tighter and longer lasting bonds than the advisors have. I mean, we've had a few dozen teachers at Curtis who participate in exchange. It's been a wonderful experience for them. But the bond between teenager and teenager that forms at that time in their life is one that it's very concrete and will last a lifetime.
I email her, Skype her, call.
The whole purpose of this exchange is to have long-lasting friendships. In fact, there was even a marriage within the foreign exchange in France, where one of our students married not the exchange student that they exchanged with, but with the sister of an exchange student.
In the U.S. and France, school system's different. Our school, we have 6 hours, well, 5 to 6 hours in school, and we have a lunch period for half an hour, whereas they go in the morning for 2 hours, and then they have a 2-hour lunch break, and then they go back in the afternoon for school. We eat chicken fingers with our fingers, and they eat it with forks. The chocolate is different. They're like these candy bars. They taste like Starburst, but they're like long, like little twig sticks or something.
It changed my life, okay? My wife's life, and a lot of our colleagues' lives, okay? Because an international connection is very strong, and it changes your whole view of the world.
It's a different way of living. And it's not wrong because it's not our way of living, it's just another way of living. And I think that's the greatest appreciation students who participate in the foreign exchange get, is that the fact that there are many, many different roads that one can take in life.
It actually made me see that although we all may be from different walks of life, it's really interesting to see that we're not so different from those in France.
There's a few of the students who have participated in exchange years ago, and when you get in touch with them, you say, "What are you doing?" And one of the first things they'll say is, "Oh, I'm still in touch with Sophie, or I'm still in touch with whoever their exchange student was, right?" And he said, "And just last summer they came over during the summer," and sometimes it's people whose careers are revolving around that international experience.
I didn't think I was going to like it there, and I didn't want to learn French. But after being there and after seeing the culture and the way the people are, I completely disregarded what I had thought before, and I really am looking forward to studying there. The Dual BA program is a newly created program. It's equivalent to a study abroad program. I would live and go to school at Sciences Po in one of the 3 campuses. Overall, I really enjoyed traveling to France, and hopefully I will get to study at the Dual BA with the Dual BA program.